in complex compounds, valence bond theory. So valence bond theory. So first, normally central metal atom. Suppose if you are taking K3, suppose if you are taking K3, FeCN 4 times. Normally here Fe having positive charge, ligand having negative charge. How plus and minus will forms? By losing electrons or gaining electrons. So first point is central metal atom. Central metal atom loses electron to form a ion. So if ion is formed, then what will happen is vacant orbitals are created. Vacant orbitals are created in a central metal atom. So by losing electrons, vacant orbitals are created. Next point. So normally how many electrons are loose by the central metal atom is nothing but its oxidation number. Suppose Fe plus 2 means it loses the 2 electrons. So that is the nothing but oxidation number of metal. So number of electrons lose. The number of electrons lose is equals to the oxidation state of metal. Next point. So here vacant orbitals are created by losing electrons. That vacant orbitals undergo hybridization to form a hybrid orbitals, and a suitable shape will appear. Okay, so vacant orbitals undergo hybridization. And suitable shape appears. Suitable shape obtained. Suppose in case of octahedral complex, what will happen? In case of another hybridization, what will happen? So in case of octahedral complex, there are two types of possibilities are there. So normally hybridization and for their shape there is a table. So note down the table. Hybridization. Shape, coordination number. So normally if coordination number is 2, sorry, we don't have to 4 onwards it will start. So coordination number is 4 means suppose coordination number 4, then shape hybridization may be sp3 or dsp2, both are possible. So with coordination number 4, sp3 is possible, dsp2 is possible. sp3 means tetrahedral, dsp2 means square planar. So here sp3 coordination number with 4, sp3 or dsp2 is possible. With sp3 shape of the complex is tetrahedral, dsp2 shape of the complex is square planar. In case of 5, coordination number 5, sp3d is possible. sp3d is possible. So normally trigonal, bipyramidal, trigonal, bipyramidal, sometimes square pyramid also possible. With coordination number 6, 2 are possible. That is sp3d2 or d2sp3. d2sp3. So in both cases we have only one shape, octahedral. So next point, here we mentioned D at first in front of S. That means what is the meaning of that D in front of S orbital? So here what is the main meaning is, suppose if ligands are in octahedral complex, normally in case of octahedral complex, if n-d orbitals are used, for hybridization, before s and p orbital, n-d orbitals are used for hybridization along with ns and np orbitals, then hybridization is sp3d2. sp3d2. So if nd orbitals are used for hybridization, then we can get sp3d2 hybridization. If n-1 d orbitals are used for hybridization, then we can get d2. So normally if d comes at last, then we can call it known as outer orbital complex. Not only in octahedral, in anything, in any other also. So if suppose d comes first, means we can call it known as inner orbital complex. So now we have, based on d orbital used, we have two types of orbital complex: inner orbital complex, outer orbital complex. If d comes first, that means n-1 d orbitals are used, that is inner orbital complex. If d orbitals comes after sp, then we can call it as outer orbital complex. Next, so in case of strong ligands, what are the strong ligands? CO, CN, EN, NH3. These are the strong ligands. So in case of strong ligands, electrons will pair up. Against Hund's rule. Actually, what is the Hund's rule? Electrons will fill the half of the orbital then it will pair up. After filling half of the orbital, then only electrons will pair up. But in case of strong ligands, without filling half of the orbital, first they will pair up. So this is against the Hund's rule. So we can explain the examples also now. Next one is totally after pairing up, ligand will donate the electrons, metal will accept the electrons, finally complex will form. So maximum how many electrons will be accepted by central metal atom is it will try to get next inert gas configuration. So that many electrons it will try to get. So the metal acquires next inert gas configuration. Almost it will try to get inert gas configuration or nearest also possible. That again already this one is explained in a EAN rule. Nearest to the inert gas. Nearest to inert gas. Comes nearest to the inert gas. Suppose after formation of complex, if there is unpaired electrons, if unpaired electrons are present, it gives magnetic moment. How to calculate magnetic moment? Mu equal to square root of n into n plus 2. So units are Bohr magneton. So where n equal to number of unpaired electrons. So number of unpaired electrons. Here Bm is a unit. Bohr magneton. It is a unit. CO NH3 6 times power 3 plus. Then based on valence bond theory, we can find out so many properties about the complex. Here first we should find out normally cobalt atomic number. First, what is atomic number of cobalt? 27. Then find out the oxidation number of CO. So consider here it is X. Ammonia 0 into 6 times equal to plus 3. So X equal to plus 3. So normally students, cobalt. So first write the electronic configuration. So we need only valency. Inner core electrons we don't want to, because those electrons will not participate in the bonding. So we should write only about out electronic configuration. Valency electrons only. So you know how to write configuration. 27 means 4s2 3d7. So simply remember like that. This is a trick. So based on atomic number, how to write configuration. So 27 means 4h2 3d7. Next, already X having 3 oxidation number, that means 3 electrons are loose. So CO plus 3 equal to, now write the electronic configuration. 3d6 4s0. 3d6 4s0. Students, 3d6 means Normally, how to write configuration? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After half filling, electrons will pair up. So 6th electron will pair up. Then 4s there is no electrons. And similarly 4p also there is no electrons. So simply empty box will be there. That means the empty orbital. So there is no electrons. Simply vacant. So but in case of NH3, so we know already NH3 is a strong ligand. So NH3 is a strong ligand. Suppose it is a weak ligand, means there is no need to change electronic configuration. But in case NH3 is a strong ligand, so electrons will pair up. So already I said, in presence of strong ligands, electrons will pair up. Electrons will pair up against the Kunz rule. Against the Kunz rule. That means we can write this one as so now we are going to modify the configuration 3d6 4s0 4p0. So already I said NH3 is a strong ligand. Electrons will pair up against the Kunz rule. So instead of above configuration, now electrons will pair up against the Kunz rule. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See that now electrons are paired against the Kunz rule. So this will occur in presence of strong field only. Suppose in presence of weak field, this second electronic this configuration will not appear. So as it is, above configuration will be there. So now think, students, how many ammonia ligands are there? 6. So each NH3 donate one pair of electrons. That means how many ligands are there? 6. So each NH3, so it can donate one pair to this. Similarly, another NH donate electron pair to this. Like this, 6 ammonia. See the students, 6 ammonia donates 6 pairs of electrons, then forms a bond. Okay, so how many used? First they used D2, next S, 1S, then 3p subshells. So this is the hybridization. So here, students, how many ligands are there? 6. So 6 ammonia ligands donate 6 pairs to the CO. Then how many orbitals are used? In case of 3D, 2d orbitals, so D2. In case of S, 1s. In case of 4p, 3p orbitals, so p3. So this is the hybridization. D2sp3 hybridization means it has octahedral shape. So based on table, and here in this case, any unpaired electrons are there? There is no unpaired electrons. So here, no unpaired electrons. No unpaired electrons. That means n equal to 0. N equal to 0 means mu also 0. So no unpaired electrons means it is a diamagnetic in nature. Then generally no unpaired electrons means it is colorless in aqueous. It is colorless in a aqueous solution. Next, magnetic moment is 0. No unpaired electron. It is a diamagnetic. It is colorless due to sp3 hybridization, octahedral complex. And one more thing is D is used in front of sp. That means this is inner orbital complex. Inner orbital complex.